This weather report is brought to you by the King Summer Sale. Ends Sunday.
There's new advice for Australians keen to upgrade to the new high-speed 5G network. Telstra and Optus have been put to the test, with a leaked report shedding new light on which service performs the best.
5G is the latest, fastest and most reliable internet available to consumers.
More than 50% of Australians can access a 5G network at the moment, but that's going to increase to about 75% in the coming months.
The challenge for customers making the switch will be picking a provider. To help, an independent report has put the major telcos to the test, taking a 5G suitable phone and driving with it across Sydney and Melbourne, more than 1,600 kilometres in both cities combined. It found Telstra's 5G network was available 78% of the time, Optus 44%.
We're targeting 75% population coverage by end of June.
But when it comes to download speeds, on average, Optus outperformed Telstra, 362 megabits per second to Telstra's 295. At its best connection point, Optus hit 1.431 gigabits per second compared to Telstra's 904 megabits per second. Optus and Telstra are both still building and expanding their 5G networks. Overall, the report found the choice between them at their current capabilities depends on what the user is after. Telstra is the pick for consistent coverage, while Optus is the faster 5G network.
5G is all about speed, and that's why we're so proud to be Australia's fastest.
Miley Hogan, 7 News.
Now it's time for more on the weather, and Amelia's at West Beach tonight. It's certainly not what we'd expect on a summer evening, Amelia.
It certainly isn't, Jane. Look, I wouldn't be taking the boat out for a sunset cruise tonight. We're being blasted by the wind here on the balcony of the West Beach Surf Club. Now, it's of course these winds and today's shower activity that led to our coolest day so far this year. We stayed below 20 degrees in the city, and it was a wet and windy day right across the south of the state. Kingston had the most rainfall, recording 40 millimetres in the gauge, while those fierce winds whipped up dust storms about the mid-north and pastoral districts. We've got an intense low pressure system to thank for today's wild weather. It's sitting just south of KI and will reach Tasmania early tomorrow, making room for a ridge of high pressure to roll in, which will gradually work to clear conditions. Interstate and Sydney will experience our wet weather tomorrow, maybe a storm too. Canberra could see heavy falls. And after a hot, dry week, rain set to develop in Perth. Back home, we're expecting temperatures around the 30-degree mark across our far north, up to 26 in Port Augusta and Renmark, with showers more likely the further south you go, with an early storm tipped about the lower southeast in the morning. 22 is the forecast top for Port Lincoln, 24 for Kadina, 23 for Murray Bridge, 21 for Clare, Nuriutpa, Victor Harbour and Mount Gambier. Now, as we've heard, there's concern for damaging winds tonight across much of southern SA. Another day of fierce winds is forecast for most coastal areas, and sheep graziers and growers in these regions are warned of tonight's wet weather. In the city, a top of 23 is on the way. There's a chance of showers. That's looking less likely by afternoon. On metro waters, westerlies to 30 knots at first, turning southwesterly to 20 in the afternoon, with seas up to 3 metres. And to surfing, windy and stormy this weekend, but by Sunday, winds may shape up for Pondy over on Yorks. Looking ahead, and sunny by Monday, 29's the top Tuesday, 33 Wednesday, up to 37 Thursday, which is very hard to believe right now, Jane.
Indeed it is. Thanks, Amelia. Well, that's the news up to the minute. I'll have updates later tonight. And don't forget, on the weekend, you can join Rosanna and Bruce. But for now, good night.
You gotta get